I truly believe an angel protected me that night because what happened just doesn't make sense. I was in college. This was around 1997. It was a Saturday night, and I was getting ready to go to the club. My friends were still getting ready, putting their clothes on, makeup, all of that, and but I had finished, and I realized that I needed some cash. So I decided to go to the ATM, and I decided to go to the ATM that was closest to the dorm. And I knew it wasn't safe. It was around 9 o'clock at night, and I was by myself, but I did it anyway. And the ATM wasn't a drive up ATM, it was located inside the foyer of a bank. So you actually had to park, get out, and walk up to it. Um, and actually, you had to walk through a set of doors, and there's the foyer area. There are two ATMs located side by side. Then there was a staircase, just a short staircase, and another set of double doors that led, directly into the bank. And of course, it's 9 o'clock at night. The bank is closed, but they left the ATM area open. So I walk in. I go to the father's ATM closest to the wall, and I put my card in. And as I'm standing there, a man walks in behind me. He looked like an average guy, nothing unusual, probably around 35 to 40 years old. But immediately I felt nervous because it was just he and I in that small space. It was dark. The bank was in a shopping plaza. And I'll never forget, it was Union Planners Bank. I don't even think they have Union Planners anymore, but it was Union Planners Bank. It was in Poplar Plaza, Memphis, Tennessee, where you have to keep your head on a swivel. And so no other businesses were open. So really, for me, it was a choice that I shouldn't have made. But again, it was just he and I in that small space, and of course, the ATMs were right beside each other, so he had to come up, and he was right beside me. But he looked at me, and he smiled, and he nodded his head as if he were saying hello, but he never said a word. He never spoke. And at that point, I just wanted to get out of there. So I rushed, finished my transaction, grabbed my money, and I walked out as fast as I could. I got to my car, and as I'm unlocking the door, he walks out behind me. Now, this is 1997. I had I didn't have power locks on my car, so I had to like stick the key in the door and unlock it. And so it takes me a moment, to do that. I get in the car. By the time I'm in the car, I'm trying to be alert. So I'm looking at him as he walks past my car. He's parked right beside me. And he looks at me and he smiles and he nods his head just the same way he did inside of the bank. But he still never said a word, never says anything. He gets to his car door and opens it, gets in. And as he's doing that, I look to my right because I put my purse down in the passenger seat and, get it settled. And then I look back, he's gone, the car is gone. It was as if he disappeared into thin air. There was no way. He was not backing out. He wasn't driving away. He was just gone. And in that time frame of me just putting my purse in the passenger seat, there's no way he could have started his car, backed out, and driven off that fast without me seeing him. And again, we were in a shopping plaza, and although it had multiple entrances, you had to drive down a little bit. Where we were, you had to drive down a little bit, and then, you know, exit onto the street, the main road. And he didn't do that. Was stunned and I was looking out onto the main road. I'm like, surely I would see his tail lights. There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing. No car, no headlights, no tail lights. And in that moment, I realized something. That wasn't just a man. I truly believed that it was an angel because I had no business being at that ATM, not at that time of night, not by myself, and at an ATM where you actually had to get out of your car to get, the money out. But somehow I was protected from something I couldn't see, from something that I may never know. And I believe this. I believe that sometimes protection doesn't look like what we expect. Sometimes it shows up quietly, right beside you, watching, covering, and keeping you safe, even when you don't realize it. And so that's it. That is my angel story. If you believe in angels or if you've ever experienced something like this, please share your story in the comments. We at Anointed Prayers would love to read about them. And also for more content like this, please be sure to subscribe to Anointed Prayers. Thank you.